I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci, how we doing out there? Low Fidelity Studios out in New Orleans with what's going on in our world today. And how you doing? How you doing? Right into the show to let us know. How's your January of 2026, this brand new year we got going on? Yes, indeed. Welcome to season 13, my friends. This is the beginning of a brand new season. Lucky number 13 for us. We gotta see what's going down this year. Already so much going down. So strap in, alright? Okay. Down to business. We got that wild cherry diet Pepsi kicking, and we got that bubblicious bubble gum, and we got that feeling. Like our podcast at the United States, we're gonna invade Venezuela was spot on, because on Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, the United States military invaded Venezuela, attacked Venezuela military and security forces, and kidnapped/arrested the President Maduro of Venezuela. Now that's what's happened, people. Now let's talk definitions real quick. Because a lot of talk going on around the world, via the U.S. government, about media, foreign countries, the United Nations. It's a whole bunch of arguing about definitions of words. That's right. The words I use and the definitions for them, for those words that I use. I do so with a doctorate in political science, and I approach the subject matter as such. Simple as that. So take from that exactly what that is. Other actors in their story, in their spin of things and the directions of things, that's all for legal purposes and for their own self-interest. Full stop. That's it. People are defining things because they want them to fit their own narratives. And that goes for everybody out there. All right. Now, let's get into the nitty and the gritty with some Q&As, some questions and answers that we've been getting from people. First off, is what the United States did legal? Our answer? Absolutely not. It breaks international law in so many different ways. Like we said in our last podcast on the invasion a few weeks ago, it was not legal to be blowing up ships in the ocean without evidence that they were narco-terrorists and without any effort to first arrest the people to collect evidence and to put them on trial or anything else like that. But furthermore, there's no jurisdiction. The United States military was not operating within the United States. Law enforcement of the U.S. was not operating in the U.S. So is it legal for us to arrest people in other countries? Answer: absolutely not. We have no jurisdiction to do so. In order for law enforcement agents to arrest a person legally, those law enforcement agents have to be acting in the jurisdiction assigned to those law enforcement agents. If a law enforcement agent or anyone else is acting outside of their jurisdiction and they arrest someone, it's not an arrest. It's kidnapping, by definition. All right, next one. Is it an act of war to invade a country, attack its military, and kidnap/arrest a president? Our answer is absolutely it is. If you attack another country on their sovereign territory, it is an act of war. Period. Thank 9/11, people. The United States overthrew 2 countries for attacking the U.S. Imagine what the U.S. government would do or would have done if someone kidnapped or arrested the president. Imagine that. So there is nothing legal about what happened on January 3rd, period. But next question. Well, if the U.S. government broke international law, who's going to try them? Our answer? No one. The ICC nor the ICJ have jurisdiction over the United States. And just so you know, that this would be the International Criminal Court, who tries people, and the International Court of Justice, where countries go to court. So no, neither of these institutions can do anything about what the U.S. did. Next question. What about the United Nations? What will they do? Will they act? And our answer should be coming up tomorrow, because tomorrow/Monday, the United Nations Security Council is meeting for a special session about this and what the United States did. But the United States is a veto member on the Security Council, so anything people may propose to do to take negative action, the U.S. will simply veto. So what's going to happen at the meeting is our next question, and our answer is nothing. People are going to argue, that's it. People are going to talk definitions, that's it. People are going to talk justifications, lack of justifications, that's it. And finally, what happens next? What happens next in Venezuela and to now arrested President Maduro, who has already been taken to New York inside of the United States? We have three answers. Answer: the U.S. will try him, convict him, and put him in prison. Second answer: the U.S. government will control Venezuela until they don't want to anymore, and the U.S. government will make a lot of money off of Venezuela's oil. The meeting they had on Saturday, January 3rd, illustrated that point a lot, considering how much the government actually talked about that. And our third answer: no one is going to do anything about this. Full stop. End of story. The end. Good night. Like what? You waiting for a hot take? Because that's it. We're going to wait years for all of this to play out, and those three final answers we just provided, that's how it's going to play out, period. And all the wordsmithery in the world is not going to change how that plays out. But hey, if you got questions, catch us on Instagram and YouTube to write into the show. And don't forget out there to eat your cereal with a fork and do your homework in the dark. Love you, Lo-Fi. And this, just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I bring it down like.
Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be.